Hello and welcome to the Utica Home Track Series for our 15th race. This is the Qualifier event here at Rouen Essarts in France. We have 21 drivers here today looking to make the field. There's only 10 spots available and these drivers are hungry for them, as this is starting to go toward the end of the season. Only 22 races on the schedule, and they need to make that top 35 for next season. On pole for this qualifier race was car number 06 of Utica. Now, this team, they are running a special scheme as a tribute car for Casey Ockenbrod, their fallen friend from last year. Unfortunately, wasn't able to come to this weekend. They are not running it in the qualifier right now because they've wrecked that car in practice. So Utica, back to the standard scheme, they're going to repaint this car for the actual race if they make it in. At the current moment, it's looking pretty good as they are in the race lead. Utica, known for being a circuit driver, has been doing pretty good in these road courses in the Tour. And now we have car number 12, Connor Germain, sitting in the 10th place position, the transfer spot. For reasons unknown, the team has released Joey Beatty, their most successful driver. They've replaced him with Connor Germain, a road racer, and a French driver. So, Connor Germain, currently running in 10th place, having a good race. Got to make sure you can keep those other drivers behind him. Now, the 12 car has done pretty good in the standings for the races that Joey Beatty has run in. He's gotten nothing but top 5. Must have had some sort of falling out with the team. We'll have to find out about that some other time. Dillon Young, car number 50, currently running in 3rd place. He is anxious to make this field. He just needs to get a finish of 27th or better, I believe, and he can make it. So, he's got to make the field and do modestly well tomorrow. He sits behind Nikki Allen, car number 01, who's looking to make her first career Utica Home Track Series start of the season. She's made one start before at Myrtle Beach where she had an unpleasant result. She's given a second chance, so she's hoping that she can make the field today. Now, car number 1 is not driven by the usual drivers it has in its lineup. They've all been released from the team. Again, we're not exactly sure of the reasoning. But Willie Decker has been signed to drive this one car. He's only going to drive this number 1 machine for the foreign events that he can't race at. He's going to drive his standard car for the American tracks. So he's kind of working in cooperation with both Phoenix Indiana Motorsports and Jeffrey Finguy Incorporated. So best of luck to Willie Decker. He's currently not in the field right now. He's a couple spots out. But he's trying to work his way in there. Jacques LaSalle, car number 39, is the regional entry for this race. And unsponsored number 39. He just showed up to the track. He actually is not a full-time driver on the regional tour. He's a champion in other series. But brought an unsponsored car to the track, and he won the race. So good job, that 39 car, beating out Benoit Versailles on the last lap. By the current moment, this car is not running up there. It's currently pretty far back, sitting behind Vladimir Petrov, car number 09, who's had a lot of struggle on the foreign tour. He was hoping he would do a lot better. He's only got one more chance. And Joshua Michaels, who's had a lot of difficulties. A lot of people have been talking about Dillon Young being close, but a lot of people have neglected to mention that Joseph Bryant's also relatively close. He needs a better finish than Dillon Young, but he's starting to inch his way up to the top 35. He might be able to lock himself in. Now, Seth Cole's team has had a rough year, and is hoping that they can at least be in the top 35 so they can try again next season. Jerry Guerra, car number 78, currently running in the top 10, 9th at the current moment. This car has been starting to improve in the past couple of weeks, so Jerry Guerra is pretty confident that he'll be able to work his way up into the top 35 at the end of the season. He just needs to have consistent finishes. He's currently sitting behind Thomas Beatty, who had a great run at Silverstone and shocked the field. And car number 86 is Gustavus Cortez, who's starting to get back in the swing of things, starting to make some races again. They're all up there. So is the dual racing team with Matt Duell and Caitlin Stringer. All of them having great runs at the moment. Rose Tyler, car number 13Y. This is the driver slated to replace Joshua Michaels next season. But this driver has not really shown too much in her currently short amount of time being in the sport. She attempted the Silverstone race and had some trouble and is not really making an impact here today, running pretty far back with Dion Scott and Nick Cass. And we're really surprised with Dion Scott given the performance he did last week. But Rose Tyler is going to have to start improving if she wants to be the anticipated entry into that 13 car. Also got to mention that Connor Atwood's back here, and he's not having a good car at all today. He's not going to make the show, probably. Justin Benoit is currently in 11th place, and we only have 2 turns to go before the qualifiers race ends. He's got to catch up a pretty lengthy gap to Connor Germain in car number 12. Justin Benoit is another driver that's close to locking himself into the top 35, but things are looking pretty iffy at the moment. No, it's not going to get done. Okuyama Day is going to win the Qualifier Series race, their first Qualifier Series win. And Justin Benoit's going to fail to make the show. Connor Germain's going to make it in. Shame for Benoit, but good for the top 10 drivers, which we will mention now. These are all the drivers that are qualified to run in the race. Okuyama Dea, Nikki Allen, Dillon Young, Caitlin Stringer, Joseph Bryant, Matt Duell, Esteves Cortez, Thomas Beattie, Jerry Guerra, and Connor Germain. So best of luck to all these drivers in the race tomorrow. Dillon Young and Joseph Bryant especially, as they're close to working their way into that top 35. Now take a look at the drivers who failed to qualify. Justin Benoit, Sam Young, Willie Decker, Vladimir Petrov, Jacques LaSalle, Joshua Michaels, Brian Benoit, Connor Atwood, Dion Scott, Rose Tyler, and Nick Capps. Most of them will be here for Kyle Lamy as far as we know next week. So better luck then. Let's take a look at the Qualifier Series points. Matt Duell currently on top by a hefty margin over Justin Benoit. Then there's Esteves Cortez, Dillon Young, Vladimir Petrov, your top 5. Joseph Bryant, Jerry Guerra, Andrew Robinson, Willie Decker, and Alex Tanker, your top 10. Tanker and Robinson are actually currently locked in and not earning any Qualifier Series points. Well, thank you for watching the Qualifier Series race here at Rouen Essarts. Make sure you join us for the full event. Should be a great race. I'll see you then. Thank you for watching.